Why, hello there. It's Weapons Only. I haven't made many videos on Weapons Only lately because, I'll be honest, there's nothing really going on. But we're making a video today, and it's actually a wishing video. I haven't done wishing on Weapons Only in a while. I was originally going to skip this banner because, to be honest, both of these weapons are not that good for us. Staff of Homa has one specific niche use case, and this is a big part of the reason is why we're pulling today, is I would actually like Staff of Homa on Weapons Only. This weapon seems kind of decent on paper as far as like the stat stick goes, but this passive is hard to trigger, so it's not something I really want. But you know what? If we get it, maybe I can figure out something to make use out of it. Actually, we're gonna go over the characters that I can use either of these weapons on, just to illustrate why I kind of am interested in wishing on this banner. One minor reason, and this is also a motivation for wishing this banner, I'm out of freaking Stardust, so like I can't even buy these right now. I'd really like to buy these because we're getting close to a 5-star on the standard banner, and like that could be like another character for weapons only to mess with, and the characters sadly are, well, I mean not sadly, but unsurprisingly are much more important than any, 5-star weapons we can get at this point, other than like Jade Cutter, but Jade Cutter seems like... Anyways, I'm complaining about things. Jade Cutter's probably never coming back, and I really want Jade Cutter, but another part of the reason I want to wish on this banner is because this HP sword could be useful. Another reason is that the banner after this is Riley's weapon and Elegy of the End, which Elegy is like, it could be interesting to have and may actually be more relevant than DPS weapons, but I can't think of a way that Elegy would be useful, although maybe we'll check that too. But yeah, this sword and this claymore, particularly if we get high refinements on it, could actually be useful. Anyways, as far as 5-stars go, Risley's weapon is more meh to me than Tome of the Eternal Flow. So, yeah. As far as like Tome of the Eternal Flow or Risley's weapon goes, like just DPS Catalyst, right? Who is it useful for? Well, Yanfei. I could do maybe some weird Yanfei Burgeon team. Other than that, it could be a worse option than Lost Prayers, which we already have for Barbara, or a worse option for Lisa. But for Yanfei, because she's already a charge attack damage dealer, like she's made to be a charge attack damage dealer, and the fact that like there's some potential Burgeon shenanigans that we could do. I don't know how well they would work, but there's shenanigans we could do that might make it work, and could be an interesting option, maybe. The reason I want Staff of Homa. Mika, no. Yao, no. Candace, if we had C1 Candace, I would consider it, but I've already spent a lot of effort doing DPS Candace builds on Polearms Only. If you want to see that, go check out my Polearms Only series. Yujin, I mean, no, not anything unless a meme option. Toma, mostly a meme option, but Toma can actually do not insignificant amount of like burst damage on like a 4-piece emblem build, so it's an option. Shungling, no. Soul. That comes to Rosaria. Why would I want it for Rosaria? Well, actually, the same reason I just made a Polearms Only video where I wanted an extra copy of Staff of Homa for Rosaria, for Freeze Rosaria. It's the same exact reason. I haven't done a Freeze team on Weapons Only because, well, a few reasons. One, I haven't farmed for Blizzard Strayer. So, it would be a new goal on Weapons Only, essentially. If we get Staff of Homa, we could farm for Freeze Rosaria, we could do something like Barbara, Rosaria, Sucrose, Kaya, right? And, get value out of Kaya, although we don't really have a good weapon for freeze Kaya. Actually, we could use one of our Aquila Favonias. It wouldn't be the worst option for a freeze Kaya build. So, anyways, you get the point. That was a whole lot of words. I'm sorry. The reason I felt it necessary to justify that is because I honestly think this weapon banner is not very good for weapons only. But at the same time, we might not wish on another weapon banner for literally another like 2 months. So that's my justification. Let's get into it. Did I path correctly? I did path correctly to Staff of Homa. I don't think we're gonna have to use that, but you know what? Yeah. So, are we going to go to multiple pities? I don't know. We'll decide after. Hey, it's a fav. We'll decide after we do some wishes here. Oh, do I have pity? I have no idea. I'm gonna guess very little or 0 pity. Hey, 2 4-stars. What a world. It's a new bow. We got Fischl's meh bow. Who knew? Who knew? You did, because you just watched this. Yep, we had exactly 0 pity. Alright, let's go. So, Anyways, weapons only, we only wish in the weapon banner. What a great account. This account is so fun. You know, it's really a good idea to throw all your wishes. This is sarcasm. It's a good idea to throw all your wishes straight into the dumpster that is the weapon banner. It's just the best idea I've ever had for an account. I'm glad. Hey, we got the HP sword. Thank you, game. I mean, again, I don't know how badly I'll really need that, but I'll take it, especially if we get refines of it. Anyways, I'm being a little bit of a negative Nelly butthole when it comes to weapons only right now, but that's fine. It's just a different flavor of me you get to have this episode, I suppose. Hey, look, a fav. So, can we get a character? Because honestly, as always, characters are by far the most important things we can get when wishing. when I would really like, you know, some constellations for Xiangling or something. I don't know. Imagine if we got a C4 Xiangling this video. That's probably not happening. That will require 4 Xianglings. Wish. Blam. Wow. Okay. I guess we're going to pity. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine with that. Don't worry. I'm fine. This account does not... Okay. I'll take Favs. I don't really think I needed that many more copies of Fav Lance or Fav Codex. I think it's... Both of those are Favs that we had a lot of. But you know what? Fav is better than this bow, I guess. So, yay. Pity it is. Alright. Exciting. Very exciting. I'm always a pity gamer. This account has had... Hey, we got the Claymore. That's something. This account has never had... Did I say always have? I don't know. Has never always... Never had good luck and always had bad luck as far as earlies. And earlies, that was a... I don't know why it took me so long to get those words out of my mouth. It's always been... Really? I thought we'd be at pity now. Oh my god. Okay, I guess we're only going to 1 pity. The game has decided that for me. And we don't get a single character this video. Okay, well. And here I was wanting some progress for weapons only. Oh, we got a Candace. Oh. Okay, that's funny. So... I think I mentioned before we didn't have C1 Candace. C1 Candace, in my opinion, is necessary to make Candace functional. Like at all. Like she basically needs C1. Activate. Yay. I don't think Candace is necessarily very good just with C1, but I think it's necessary to make her useful. And we're relatively low on hydros in general. On weapons only. C6 Candace is what makes her actually properly, in my opinion, a good unit. I really, really like Candace. She's one of my favorite characters. So, even more, I guess now I want Staff of Homa even more, because now I have 2 uses for Staff of Homa. And which means the game is definitely going to betray my expectation. What? Did I? Okay, no. I'm going to have to, I mean, in my edit here, I'm going to go and put in the video how many wishes I did. I'm pretty sure this was 70 pulls, right? Hey, another one with the sword. Cool, I guess. Really? We had to go... So soft pity, like, if this was 70 pulls and I kept track properly, soft pity for weapon banner starts at 63. So going into 70 for weapon banner is similar to going to, like, 83 on character banner. It's quite unlikely and pretty unlucky. That's great, you know. I love when we just waste wishes on this account. This is probably going to be the first pull, and it's going to let me down immediately. No, it's not. Okay, maybe I just probably lost track. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. What can I use this for? What catalyst character? I went over this in the beginning of the video, but my brain is already like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah, Yanfei. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We'll try a build on Yanfei. Yeah, we'll build Yanfei. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine with this. No, I'm not. I'm not fine with this. Lost Prayers is just as good, if not better, for Yanfei. Also, look how... That's so ugly. It's so ugly with her. Ew. the most anti-drip combination in the world. Good lord. Oh, why'd you do me dirty like that? Where you give me the dream, you give me C1 Candace, and I could have played around with C1 Candace on Homa on this account. I don't know what I would have done for artifacts, but it would have been something I could. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. This was probably a mistake. Not the standard wishes, the wishing in general. I mean, maybe the standard wishes were a mistake too. Arguably, I should just save the Stardust so I can buy more monthly resets, but... Hey look, a 4-star. Is it a Staff of Homa? No, that's the same thing. I know that Staff of Homa can't appear on this banner, I'm not dumb. I'm just joking. We're getting close-ish, I think, to pity, by the way, on standard banner. By close-ish, I mean, like, something around 20 away. Yeah, so... Hey, look, another 4-star. Is it a Staff of Homa? It's a polearm. I really don't think we needed more Fab Lances, to be completely honest, but... Yep. Well... Oh, do I want to? Okay, it would... And see, I've already made... My brain now is in full, like, sunk cost fallacy mode at this point, right? I probably shouldn't do this, but I want more, because I'm greeting. Surely we'll get... Oh! I was gonna say, surely we'll get more characters that are useful. That's a C1 Sucrose. That is actually quite good, genuinely. Thank you, gang. C1 Sucrose is just like a lot more comfort for being able to swirl things properly. It's quite nice. It's not the craziest thing in the world, to be clear. But I will take it. A C1 Xiangling would have been more meaningful because a C1 Xiangling could have put us on the path towards getting a C4 Xiangling, which would be the biggest game changer. But you know what? I'm not going to say no to a useful constellation. It's genuinely useful having an additional skill use on Sucrose. And it also would be potentially useful for Freeze, which is a sign that we're getting Staff of Homa. Yes, I was right. There's a Staff of Homa. No, it's another freaking Fischl bow. Okay, well, I mean... Now that we got a Sucrose constellation, and Candace is now theoretically functional, Ooh! We got a Rosario! This is more signs! This is odd... Oh, this is me turning into how you should not be when you wish on Genshin accounts. But this is more signs. All signs are pointing to using... I mean, this constellation is not good for Rosaria. Like, Rosaria C2, really good. Rosaria C1, it's okay for, like, a physical Rosaria, but it's really not that relevant. So, but it puts us one away from Rosaria C2. It's more sign. It's clearly more sign that I should do Freeze Rosaria. Don't cope this hard as I do, please. Like, it's actually also no 5 stars. It's a recipe for disappointment for eternity. And also, I'm just wasting our wishes at this point. Realistically. Thanks for the fab. We have not gotten our high refinement HP Sword or HP Claymore, by the way. And I also don't have enough for another wish. Except I do, because... Okay, I should save the Star Glitter, but I don't feel like farming today. So I'm spending 1 Sumi. Blam. I don't know when this video is coming out. Okay, no. I was going to say, if there's no 5-star, there's a good chance I'm going to go to Pity again. Should I go to Pity again versus just saving it? Yes, I should probably save it. Genuinely. Yeah, Fab Lance. All the Fab Lances. I think I now officially have more Fab Lances on this account than I do on my Polearm account, which makes me sad. Well, no, I'm not spending any more Star Glitter. That would be a bit stupid. So instead, we're going to grind up a little bit. There's a week left on this stupid banner. I shouldn't punish myself more, but I am going to punish myself more.
Seems all the other knights already have.
I... Why did I do this? Why did I do this? That was... I'm questioning my logic, but I still think the logic was maybe fine. I should probably stop. I might stop. I don't know. I'm gonna chill out for a day or two, and then I'll come back, and that will be the rest of this episode, whatever I decide. Why is weapon banner so painful? Oh, man. Hello there. It's been a few days. I am now have a cleaner mind, refreshed, and I have decided we are not going to continue wishing on this banner. I don't think it was a mistake, you know, as the title of the video is. I don't think it was a mistake, personally, because the fact of the matter is, we didn't really have anything to wish on in weapons only anytime recently, and it seems like we're not going to get any weapon banners that are super meaningful anytime in the future. Although if Ayato reruns in 4.2, we might wish on Ayato's weapon banner, because I would really still like a DPS sword with a crit stat rather than these ones. Like, these aren't bad necessarily, but I would like just like a Jade Cutter, please. Rerun Jade Cutter, Mario, please. Anyways, I already distracted from what I was trying to say. So, I'm sad this didn't turn out, because I would have really liked to get Homa for doing a Freeze Rosaria. It would have given me something else to focus on and have fun with in weapons only. And instead, we got the book. And the book, to be completely honest, is like... it matches Sucrose. But, more importantly, I can't really think of a good way to use it. Like, if we go to our Catalyst characters, that's not Catalyst, there we go. We go to our Catalyst characters here, right? So we have Sucrose, and we could do some funny build for Sucrose, right? But the problem is we need to do like a Burgeon team to be able to even trigger the passive, and again, the passive is just for her charge attack, and Sucrose, if you're doing like a DPS Sucrose, the majority of her damage is not coming from her charge attack, right? So like, no for Sucrose. Lisa is kind of a similar story. Like, if you're doing a DPS Lisa, it's better to spec on her skill if you want to see big number. Her charge attack does have a decent multiplier, but, so I guess it's not the worst for Lisa. But again, the problem would be, how do we actually trigger the passive? The main way I can imagine triggering the passive is, of course, with Burgeon teams. I'm going to say Burgeon a lot here. But Electro isn't exactly conducive to Burgeon. Normally it'd be like Hyperbloom, right? So I don't think we could really trigger the passive meaningfully. Therefore, like, just something like Lost Prayers is better. Yeah. Barbara has the more obvious use case for it, because we can slot her into a Burgeon team and potentially consistently get up stacks. The only problem is, if you watched my previous episode of Weapons Only where I did DPS Barbara, I decided that I didn't really like charge attack Barbara, because the stamina management of her stamina cost being 50 was really annoying to manage, and I thought it was more interesting to try to do something like Yoon Jin. So a charge attack buffing Catalyst is not really useful when I don't want to do charge attack Barbara anymore, because I didn't think it felt good to play to me. So that's unfortunate. And then Hazo is like, okay, again, his damage is like through his skill. He could work theoretically for some kind of Burgeon weird team, and he has a lower stamina cost, but his charge attack multiplier is Pooh Bear, so increasing a Pooh Bear amount of his damage to slightly less Pooh Bear is not technically terrible, but also not necessarily that great. So, I don't know. And then last but not least is Yanfei, who has the most obvious synergy. She's made to be a charge attack damage dealer. The problem is, I noticed that she has a C1 that, reduces her charge attack stamina by 10% for each seal she has, so that is a 5 stamina reduction for each of, up to 3 seals at C0, which means, I believe it's 3 seals actually, which means she goes down to 35 stamina cost, which is a big difference. I imagine most Yanfei players would probably say that, and the interruption resistance, but I imagine most Yanfei players would want C1 at a baseline to make her not feel entirely terrible, even though she's not entirely the greatest character in the first place as far as like a pyro DPS for various reasons. But C1 seems really necessary, and that makes me less inclined to do that. Right? It's just going to be the Barbara problem all over again. But I don't know. Anyways, let me know. We have the weapons, so let me know if I'm just being a Debbie Downer, and if you have some idea for a way we could actually utilize this, Like that isn't just something we could do with Lost Prayers or anything. That's the problem. We have Lost Prayers, so like Lost Prayers, if we want to do DPS catalyst things, is almost assuredly just going to be better most of the time. I guess if we're DPSing Sucrose, but we're only focusing on her off-field DPS through her burst, Lost Prayers passive is not exactly that useful, and this might be better. Might, because of the energy refunding. But also you still have to get the stacks up to get the energy refunding either. So it's why is this passive so niche? Oh man, I hate like weapons only could be so interesting if Mihoyo would stop making weird niche weapons. Like weapons only could be so interesting if there was passives that enabled doing new things rather than passives that restrict weapons to be mostly used with one character, right? Like that's their general strategies with most weapons, and like Staff of Homo is is one of the exceptions, and that's why I kind of wanted it. I took the risk, and all things considered, like the fact that we got Constellation for Sucrose, the Constellation for Rosaria, which the Constellation for Rosaria again, it's not that big a deal, but it actually puts like her most significant constellation is something we might actually have soon, maybe TM or never, but C1 Sucrose is genuinely really nice, and was there another one we got that I forgot about? I don't remember. The point is, we got some improvements, and we needed to keep wishing anyways on the account to be able to get some Stardust. Like, I wanted to, at minimum, have some Stardust so that I could get, more Acquaint Fates. I own one right now. Why do I own one? I don't know why I own one. I must have, like, gotten to a new level in the Battle Pass. I guess we'll wish, but... I want to build up towards pity for a 5-star. We're at like 50-something pity on standard banner. Let me actually double check. And not getting the monthly shop reset ones because of the fact that we weren't wishing for potentially months more. Like I had to wish to be able to buy the shop you get. So let's see. We are at I think like 55 if I recall, something around there. 56 now with a single wish that we did. So soon TM, not super soon, but soon TM. I mean, like if I grinded the heck out of like the trees in the world, I could theoretically probably get to pity on the standard banner again and get another weapon or another character, which would be again more meaningful for weapons only because who knew characters are better. So yeah, I'm gonna hold off wishing. Anyways, this has been very rambly. This is probably one of my more rambly episodes of recent date. I was going to farm for the Tome of the Eternal Flow in the rest of this episode. That's why I actually was standing here. But I honestly don't have enough of a reason to even use it right now to justify that. But oh well, is what it is. It's the way the weapon banner goes. It just forever says, no, you don't get the things you want. Weapons only is fun. I don't know. At this point, I don't know where to take weapons only. I could make, another Barbara video trying to revisit Barbara or whatever else. But I don't know. Maybe I'll ask someone more knowledgeable than me about the game and see if they can fix this account because I have no ideas how I can fix this account at this point. Is what it is. Is what it is. Comment below if you think I'm stupid, if I made a mistake. Or or more importantly, if you have better ideas for what I can do with the things we have, this is our lineup of weapons on weapons only. It's modest but respectable. I still have not leveled up Keep Caution's suit to level 90 because I'm dumb. I am. Oh, that's why. Oh yeah, I've had the materials for. I remember. I just never farmed the things. You know what? That's what I should have. I should have been a smarter boy, and I would have done this while rambling about the other things. But this is what we'll do for the rest of the video. We'll level up Kiev Kashta's suit of all things from 6 months ago. Yeah. Oh, and just having used like Sucrose for dailies. C1 Sucrose is really nice to have. I can probably switch Sucrose maybe off of an energy recharge timepiece and onto an EM timepiece, but I don't have an onset EM timepiece. So I don't know, maybe we'll go farm that, and then that's gonna be the episode after we get Kiyokashi's suit leveled up. But anyways, C1 Sucrose definitely is a nice quality of life thing. So many more swirls equals a lot more damage from Sucrose, basically. Especially with sack frags. 3 skill uses is really nice. It's a big reduction in her energy to the point that I can probably not use an energy recharge timepiece. But I also don't mind having an energy recharge timepiece, particularly for Overworld, because it lets me spam her burst a little bit.
Everybody stand back! Yeah! Shiver! Absorption test!
Alright, that's the last of the Doritos. Good drops, thank you, game. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but we're going to find out. Alrighty. Okay, sucrose. 1 bonus, okay, that's fine. Can we make... Oh god, that's nowhere near enough. Okay. Well, maybe sucrose will double me. Every single one. Give me 16. Oh, I mean, hey, 25% is a lot higher than 10%, but it ain't 27. That's 17. Okay. There might be more of these robots on the map to get some more, but I guess I'm not doing that this episode. I guess we'll finish off the episode trying to get an EM timepiece on VV or something. And that'll be a good way to end it. We're turning this into a sucrose episode. That's my coping mechanism. Although I'm going to call it here. The game is probably going to give me at least 2 EM timepieces on Maidens and not any on VV. That's what's going to happen here. First run. Not only is it an EM timepiece, called it. Not only is it an EM timepiece, but it has ER in the substats and crit. This freaking game. 35-second clear that time. Much better. Turns out having your bursts up at the start saves you time. Who knew? Sure, I guess. I mean, maybe it's probably not a Rosaria upgrade, but maybe. I don't know. Who knows? It could roll really, really well. 3rd time's the charm, I'm sure. Right? Right. Oh, we got 3 artifacts. Okay, I mean, sure. And sure. And sure. Wow. Okay, quality.
Swirl, Mark 2, stand clear. Animal test 63. You can't run. Hit. Let's light it up.
29-second clear. Wowee. Sucrose strong. If Sucrose groups all the buttholes in together towards Rosaria and of course Chungling's burst, we can actually kill pretty fast. Oh, there was a chance, but the chance is dead. Okay. 5th time's the charm? Maybe? Question mark? Nope, 5th time is certainly not the charm. But we've got 2 more resin to use. Let's go. And... Nope. Sad. I mean, hey, more DPS pieces, thanks, I guess. Yeah.
There you are. Let's light it up. Team Orchis, you can't run. You're toast. At the right hip. Swirl, Mark 2. Animal test 6308. Absorption test. Judgment.
Oh, that was super fast. The timer said 36 seconds because, of course, I spent some time in the menu beforehand, but that was definitely faster than the 29-second. Oh, we have a timepiece. And we have... Sure. We already have a good crit circle in VV, and we don't really need another one, but you know what? I'll take it. Quality. Alright, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Surely the strongbox won't let us down, right? Right? 2 timepieces. More feathers. Sure. 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 Ah! Ain't no way. There ain't no way. Wow. Okay. We'll take it. This attack percent timepiece, you might say, oh, that's really good. I mean, yes, but we already have this attack percent timepiece, so honestly, it doesn't really do much for us. Please roll ER. Or ×5 and roll crit damage, sir. Okay, sure, I guess. Sure. Holy crap, I rolled EM and ER. What world am I living in? And... Oh, beautiful. Alright. Level 16. Do it again. Yeah, let's go. Thank you, game. And... Oh, come on. You let me down right at the end. Oh, no. I wanted to see either 100 EM or another ER roll, but it's good enough that we're going to use that on Sucrose now. It's actually an upgrade from her old one. So now... If we put the EM timepiece on her, well, okay, we're going to add 100 EM to this total, basically. So, yeah, she'd be at about 880 EM with 125 ER, which is, It's not very good, to be clear. Really would like some ER substats in any of these pieces, but I don't know. Maybe I'll continue farming more VV and subject myself to that. But yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Tell me what your ideas, and I don't know. Subscribe or whatever if you want to see more suffering on this stupid account where we wish only on the weapon banner. Yeah.